Why Antonio Dawson's return would mean more than just a nostalgic cameo. As Chicago PD gears up for the long-awaited wedding of Kim Burgess and Adam Ruzek, the discussion about which former intelligence members should return has been dominated by one name: Jay Halstead. While fans would undoubtedly love to see Jesse Lee Soffer reprise his role, the reality is that his commitments to FBI International make a comeback unlikely, at least for now. But the truth is, there's another character whose return would carry far more emotional weight and narrative significance: Antonio Dawson. Dawson wasn't just another detective in the unit. He was a cornerstone of intelligence, a mentor, and a man whose abrupt departure left a void that has never truly been filled. His struggles with addiction and the heartbreaking way he was written off in Chicago PD Season 6 left fans without closure. While Chicago Fire provided a brief update on his well-being via Gabby Dawson, hearing about his recovery isn't the same as seeing it firsthand. Burgess and Ruzek's wedding isn't just an opportunity for a feel-good reunion. It's a chance to finally give Dawson's story the resolution it deserves. The personal connection between Dawson, Burgess, and Ruzek. Unlike Halstead, whose strongest relationships were with Erin Lindsay and Haley Upton, Dawson had deep ties to both Burgess and Ruzek. Before he was a detective, Dawson was Burgess's training officer when she was still in patrol, and their bond extended beyond just professional respect. When Burgess faced a crisis in Season 3, dealing with a manipulative college professor, she turned to Dawson for guidance, showcasing the trust between them. For Ruzek, Dawson was both a colleague and a stabilizing force during his early days in intelligence. Ruzek's journey has been one of growth, from a hot-headed rookie to a seasoned officer, and Dawson was there during some of his most formative moments. Given how much both Burgess and Ruzek have evolved since Dawson's departure, seeing them reunite with him would be a powerful full-circle moment. Why Dawson's return would be more impactful than Halstead's. There's no denying that Halstead's exit left a mark on the team, but his departure was his own choice. He walked away from the job, from Upton, and from Chicago. While his return would certainly be emotional, it would also come with unresolved tension, particularly with Upton, who was left heartbroken by his sudden exit. Dawson's situation, however, was different. He didn't leave because he wanted to. He left because he had to. His addiction and the fallout from Voight's cover-up forced him out of the unit in disgrace. Bringing him back now, especially in a moment of celebration, would symbolize redemption, not just for Dawson, but for Voight as well. Voight has always carried guilt over how things ended with Dawson, and seeing his former right-hand man thriving would be a moment of quiet vindication for both characters. Could John Seda actually return? The good news: John Seda has made it clear that he's open to reprising his role. In interviews, he's expressed fondness for his time on Chicago PD and has said he'd return if the story felt meaningful. The bad news: as of now, there are no official plans to bring him back. But here's the thing: Chicago PD has a history of surprising fans with unexpected returns. From Alvin Olinsky's ghostly presence in Voight's visions to Erin Lindsay's brief Season 10 cameo, the show knows how to deliver emotional payoffs. If the writers wanted to make Dawson's return happen, they could. How Dawson's return could play out. Imagine this: Burgess and Ruzek's wedding is in full swing. The team is there, laughter fills the air, and just as the ceremony is about to begin, a familiar figure appears in the back of the room. Dawson, looking healthier and happier than he did in his final PD days, gives a small nod to Voight before taking his seat. No dramatic speech, no overwrought emotional breakdown, just a quiet, understated return that speaks volumes. Later, in a private moment, Burgess hugs him, Ruzek shakes his hand, and Voight, ever the man of few words, simply says, "Good to see you, Antonio." That's all it would take. No need for a drawn-out explanation or a forced storyline. Just a confirmation that Dawson is okay, that he's moved forward, and that the bonds he formed in intelligence still matter. Final thoughts. Why this needs to happen. Burgess and Ruzek's wedding is more than just a milestone for their characters. It's a celebration of the Chicago PD family. And family doesn't just include those currently in the picture. It includes those who shaped who they are. Dawson was instrumental in both of their careers, and his absence has been felt for years. Bringing him back wouldn't just be fan service. It would be a narrative necessity. It would give closure to one of the show's most unresolved exits, reinforce the enduring bonds of the intelligence unit,